Alright, hey guys, I'm here today with a very special guest, and I'm super pumped up for this interview already. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm here with President of Frontwire Studios, Tony Romanelli. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Romanelli, you did it.
Awesome. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for asking to have me on.
Yeah, no, thanks for agreeing to be on here. I always really appreciate it whenever anyone gives me the time of day. It's amazing.
I really do appreciate it. I mean, I've watched quite a few of your videos, and you do some great stuff. So I was excited when you shot us an email.
Oh, really? That's awesome. It's great to hear. Like, you've actually seen my videos beforehand, then.
Yeah. I was
Really?
actually watching one about an hour or so before you had shot us over that email.
Seriously? That's
Yeah.
that's hilarious. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was talking with some of our guys on our staff chat, and I was like, "You're not going to believe this. I was just watching this guy, and now he's over here like, hey, could I chat?"
Holy!
It was pretty funny.
I can't believe that. That's absolutely like insane, like small world type thing.
Right, exactly.
Cool, awesome. So what I want to do to kind of start this off is just get you to give a bit of an overview on Galaxy and Turmoil, the game that you guys are working on right now, because just because people might not exactly know what it is, not everyone's gonna know. So if you could kind of start off with just explaining to us what the game is and what the project is that you're working on.
Definitely. So, as you know, it is Galaxy in Turmoil. It started off as us trying to resurrect the long lost Battlefront 3. We found that leaked build that so many people have found online, and we decided to go and try to see what we could do to bring back the memories that we all have from our childhood of, playing Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. So we decided to go and try to just remake it, and it went from a couple guys just sitting on Skype late at night to, we now have a team of over 50 people that are working literally 24/7 to try and create Battlefront as we all have, kind of hoped for. So that's kind of what it is. It's a Battlefront reboot, so to speak.
And it originally started out as basically you guys managed to get your hands on a canceled version of Battlefront 3. Is that correct, or am I?
No, that is 100% correct. I believe it was on Reddit originally. Somebody leaked the first build of Battlefront 3, and we got our hands on it. And we were actually having a guy named Joseph, excuse me, and he found it, and he tried to put it into Unity and port over a bunch of the assets to try to see what he can do. And that's kind of how it all started. Was just literally we found a build and we were like, this is so dope. We love it. We want to try to resurrect it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have since kind of remade it in the Unreal 4 engine, correct? So it's not the original game build anymore. You're making everything from scratch now.
Yeah, no, nothing in our current build or in a future builds period actually, are from the leaked Battlefront 3. The only thing that is in there are some assets that we're using just as reference for our designers while they're building the game around it. But in the final version and any public beta that we have, even private beta, it will all be assets created from the ground up. As far as the engine goes, like you said, it's Unreal 4. There's been some reports, I guess, that I read over the last couple of days saying it's CryEngine, or somebody actually said Unreal 3, but it is Unreal 4. But outside of that, everything is handmade in-house by our amazing team.
So, like, how long does that take? Like, because you guys had all the assets, but now you're kind of like redoing the entire thing. How's production been going lately? Like, is it taking like how much of your day is it taking up?
It takes up a good chunk of our day. Everybody's a little bit different. Me personally, I have some more time to work on it than the average person, so I'm pretty much working on it around the clock. I know we have some coders that are working on it, just in their spare time in the afternoons, and then we actually have some people that they just work a part-time job. So literally every time they're not at that physical part-time job, they're working around the clock. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys had some big news break recently. You want to talk to us a little bit about the news regarding Valve and Steam a bit?
Yeah, so we have officially been told we can go ahead and ship Galaxy in Turmoil on Steam itself. Steam did agree to let us put it out there as a free game, which is really exciting. We originally said we weren't going to be able to put it on Steam because Steam has rigorous rules, especially through like Steam Greenlight, saying that you can't publish or distribute a game on Steam that has any asset that you don't personally own. And as much as I would like to, I don't own Star Wars, so obviously I can't publish that. So I actually reached out to Steam to ask them about that rule. We went back and forth a little bit. They said they liked what they saw, and they were like, you know what, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll give you guys a shot, and we'll let you put it on Steam.
Do you feel like that's going to kind of help you guys with your confidence towards any like possible like cease and desists in the future or anything? Do you feel like having a company back like at your back that says like, well, we think it's okay? Do you think that's going to help, or does that ease your mind a bit?
Personally, for me, not speaking on behalf of Frontwire, it does ease my mind. You know, I would like to think that if Steam or Valve ever thought that they had any, potential litigation problems with what we're doing, they wouldn't put themselves in the position to, have those issues in the first place. So to me, them saying, yeah, we'll put this out there is somewhat of a sign of, they're actually backing us and saying, you know what, we think you'll be good to go ahead with this.
Absolutely. Have you guys heard anything from Disney or from any kind of like more like Lucasfilm entity?
Unofficially, we have heard from some people that work at EA, actually. They tweet us once in a while. They'll send us emails saying, hey, we're not talking on behalf of EA, but we love what you guys are doing. You're regularly being chatted about it around the water coolers. And we want you to know we're all excited to see where this goes. Now, granted, these aren't, the higher-ups over at EA or Disney, so, this is just your everyday studio personnel. But, the fact that we're being talked about, and I'm telling you, like, we heard about this, like, 2-3 months ago. So this was even before, the Steam thing happened.
Yeah.
They were slowly chatting about us. So if it's been 2 or 3 months that people at EA have known about us and we haven't gotten a cease and desist yet, I think it's safe to say they're gonna kind of support us a little bit and just kind of let us do our thing. At least I would hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's great. So getting back into the game as it like Galaxy and Turmoil as a game. Lately, what are some of the new features you guys have been adding in, and are you looking to implement anything really cool coming up here?
So we have quite a big list of features. I can't go into a whole lot of them, but something we actually did just publicly talk about, we are introducing a full jetpack feature, which is really great. It's going to be similar to the Battlefront 2 jetpack. It's not going to be kind of like EA's jetpack where, you kind of just press it and hold it and you fly and it taps out. You'll actually be able to stop midair and shoot, so kind of like that classic Boba Fett shooting where he kind of like floats straight up in midair and shoots at you, which is a big feature we're looking for. As well as people have been asking about ground to space. That is going to be one of the core features of our game that I'm most excited about. Actually right before this interview, we were doing a team build. We were just playing around with each other, and we were doing some, ground to space combat, and it was absolutely amazing. The biggest feature with ground to space, though, is actually going to be fully destructible capital ships. So
Really?
You're going to be able to go with your team, handle different objectives, and blow up capital ships in space.
That's amazing. So is it going to be more of like an expanded version of what we saw in Battlefront 2 when you go into the capital ships? There was like specific points you could destroy. Is that going to be like more expanded on the insides of the ship?
Yeah, so there's going to be a little bit on the outside that needs to be destroyed, but there will be different objectives that you'll have to meet inside if you want to destroy the ship. And now the best part is, though, that's totally optional. You could still win the match without ever touching a capital ship. But if you want to gain extra points for your team, go up there with a team and try to crack those battleships open.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so a few minutes ago, I think you mentioned something about future alpha or beta testing. Do you guys have any concrete plans about that possibly happening in the future?
So alpha testing will all be done in-house by our quality assurance team. We won't be doing any kind of public alpha testing. However, beta testing, we're going to have a closed beta, and we're actually going to have an open beta. The closed beta we're hoping to have out within the next 9 months. Don't hold me to that, however, because we don't like giving out drop dead dates. So many companies unfortunately give out dates that they just can't meet. We don't want to do that. We don't want to let down the community. So tentatively within 9 months, we should have an open beta. However, anything could change. We could decide, hey, we want to scrap this feature, or hey, we need to rework this entire model because it's just not perfect. We're definitely striving for perfection with this. One of our build managers actually, I know personally, has gone back to one of our modelers and made him remake a model about 25 times because it just wasn't perfect. So, it could be 9 months, it could be longer depending on if we're satisfied with it.
Right, awesome. So you guys are spending so much time making this game. Are you working on anything else as a company? Because you're not making any revenue off this one, but is there another way that you're kind of trying to get something going?
So we do have the option on our website to look into joining us in some form of a publishing agreement. We have a lot of people that work for us currently that have worked on AAA titles, which is really great. So we have a lot of experienced people within the video game industry. So what we're looking to do is offer some people publishing. You can come on and we'll help you publish your game, whether that's financially or through other methods that are listed on our website. As well as we have two other games in the works right now. One mobile game that we're not going to publicly talk about yet, and then another AAA game. However, that game is currently just in the early planning phases. So that's not even taking much time away from Galaxy and Turmoil at all. The best part though about us having the two or the other games that we're working on, we have teams split up. So there is literally a team dedicated to Galaxy and Turmoil. They are not allowed to work on any other game or project we're working on. So, Galaxy and Turmoil is self-sufficient, and it will always be worked on no matter what other projects we bring on board.
Cool, awesome. So I know you just said that you don't want to put like a hard date on anything, but do you have like a release date window for Galaxy and Turmoil?
I can't say.
Can't say yet? Oh, come on.
Twisting my
I need
arm.
the scoop.
I can't say it. I will tell you what, it will be in 20XX. It'll be sometime in 20XX.
Not helpful, man. All right, so when people want to get updates for the possible future release date or any other news, where can they go to find everything you're hosting?
So currently on our website, which is frontwirestudios.com, a big place where we post a lot of updates is actually on our community forums, which is community.frontwirestudios.com, as well as our upcoming Steam page that should be out within the next 4 or 5 days, pending Steam's approval. All of our updates on any release dates and beta testing will be there also.
All right, awesome. Is there anything else you want to add in before we kind of end it off here?
There's one thing I would like to say.
Sure.
People have been talking a little bit about us being a Russian team. We're definitely not a Russian team.
Really, you sound Russian.
Yeah, so Russian, man. No, I actually think we only have 2 Russians on our team out of 50 people. So we're not even sure where that started. But one of the best parts about Galaxy and Turmoil, we're actually bridging barriers that otherwise wouldn't be there, or we're crossing barriers. We actually have staff from over 6 different countries. And the way we look at it is, when you're working on Galaxy and Turmoil, you're not black, you're not white, you're not fat, you're not skinny. You're just somebody that has a passion for Star Wars that's trying to build something that we can all make memories on for a lifetime. So that's really the cool part is we have people that are hardcore Muslims. We have people that are hardcore Jewish people. We have Christians. We have atheists. But the best part is when we're working together, we're just a team. Nobody looks, beyond that.
Hey, no, that's great. I don't think anyone could disagree with that.
Yeah. So. But no, I think that's it. I really appreciate you having me on today, though. It was fun. We'll have to do it again.
Absolutely, man. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like. I would be super appreciative. I am PattyJack, and I will see you guys next time.